Tucked away in between orange groves and the big coasts of Florida, historic Sebring International Raceway is home to the best in sports car competition, which makes it a great place to open the SCCA Hoosier Super Tour Series, and a great place for a young driver to test his skill.
This is a no-nonsense series, so running Super Tour and running majors in general takes a lot of skill, it takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of dedication to it. Being here means a lot because I never thought I'd be here. We're putting the best of the best on track and pitting them against each other. And in Spec Miata, and with Mazda's help, we are able to do this as competitive as we possibly can. By doing this series, I hope to develop into a driver that can eventually be a pro and represent Mazda and represent all the people who have helped me and be able to do this for a living. My goal for this weekend is ultimately to come out with a clean car, and on top of that, possibly top 15, top 10. We definitely just have to keep it clean, race smart, understand our environment, understand our situations, and ultimately we'd be able to accomplish what we need to do.
As Brad and his team prepares for the race, on the other side of the paddock, another team is preparing for qualifying.
Sebring's a special track. I mean, with the history here, we've come to the 12-hour race many times, and we've raced vintage here as well. And it's a handling track, but it's got some straightaways. But the bumps and how to set your car up to go around this track fast is pretty tricky. You want to make sure that everything is mechanically prepared and you're mentally as prepared and physically as possible. So that's kind of how I go through the routine. Make sure you have a good clean start, and you have to finish a race to finish first, and I think about that a lot too. We've got some really fast guys in our class now, and the class is expanding, people are getting faster, and so, you want to finish up front if you can. That's ultimately the goal in every race, but really we're trying to get qualified to go to VIR.
Each year, hundreds of competitors across the country prepare their cars, tow long distances, and race their hearts out, all in the hopes of making it to the SCCA National Championship runoffs. This year, the runoffs will be held at Virginia International Raceway.
We've been tackling this brake issue for the last couple of days that snuck up on us. We haven't had any brake issues. All of a sudden, bam, we're working on it. So our goal was to make it to the second qualifier, which was this morning, which we did, and we did okay. But we'll see how we're ready for the race, and that's ultimately why we're here.
Paddocked with Cliff is his brother Greg, who is looking for a good weekend in e-production.
This is a Datsun 240Z, built in 1971. I've run this car since 2005. We had some history with the Nissan platform, and we did well with it in the improved touring category. And we've been to the runoffs 12 times. We've podiumed with that car 80% of the time. So that car's got a really great history and has just been a super reliable platform for us. Well, our team is all about prep. We come, and we usually come with the car ready to roll out on the racetrack. I do a lot of work when I'm not at the track, making sure everything is perfect. If you're at this level, you have to do that. The Super Tour events, I love them. I used to run what was called Nationals, and now so far we've won 2 major events, and it's only in January, so we're going to go for another 2 this weekend.
With qualifying complete, cars prepped, and drivers ready, it is time to go racing. Brad had modest expectations headed into the weekend, wanting to finish in the top 20. For race 1, Brad qualified 20th, but brake issues during the race put him back in 25th. But in race 2, with a solid brake pedal, Brad made a comeback to grab 18th, keeping his nose clean through 2 full course yellows.
It's been an absolute pleasure to be here. I was honestly astonished by the race crew, you know, the SCCA, Hoosier, and what they do for the series, and I would love to come back. Hopefully running a little further up front, but I definitely enjoyed myself.
Fighting brake issues all weekend on his Acura Integra, Cliff Ira had some concerns headed into race 1. Qualifying third, he had to drive around those brake gremlins and still managed to finish race 1 in second place. After working overnight to fix the brake problems, Cliff started from third again in race 2. Working his way back up to second, he ran a consistent race and appeared headed for another second place. But at the last possible moment, the leader had a mechanical failure, and Cliff managed to slip by, taking the top step of the podium.
My crew chief who's in pit road is going, he's broken, he's going towards the finish. He's go, 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 go. And literally I came to the finish line and I could see Danny rolling, and I probably beat him by a car length, going as fast as I could towards start finish, and I won the race. It's total luck. I mean, it was Danny's race. He set the track record. He ran a 26 something, but hey man, you got to take it when you can because it goes the other way too. So it was an awesome day. I'm really excited.
Headed into the weekend, Greg was not sure what to expect as he made his return with his famed orange Z car. He set down a fast qualifying time, earning him a third-place grid spot. But in race 1, mechanical issues dropped him to 6th in class. After working to fix the problem, Greg again started race 2 from third, but this time had an all-out battle with the lead BMW. After several lead changes, Greg flashed under the checkers first, truly earning his first win of 2019.
I haven't beat on a tire for that many minutes straight since the runoffs in 2016, and the tires never faded. I was very happily surprised. I love SCCA and I love the Super Tour.